Off we go from Denver. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Broncos at 0-12 now on the year. They come in needing just to do something to stop this skid here before the season ends.
And let's face it, everyone now, they're looking to the leaders, both in the locker room and the coaching staff and, of course, ownership, because they've got to get a clear understanding about...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
That one deep for Hodgins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. It's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together, so if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Now here's Stroud toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Touchdown, Texans. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Goff's throw here caught by Mims. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
3rd and 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Right back to Hubbard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Oh, design run for their wideout. There he goes, left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 33 yards that time.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Gone. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The kick by McManus is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
28-yard line.
Lightning 18. Go.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And now a fumble. The ball's out. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. Here we go. Check. Panther. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Play action. Stroud now. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Pierce. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That one deep for Hodgins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Louis.
Goff now looks to throw. That one deep for Hodgins. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Cowboy 80. Reload.
On second down, and he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because This had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, 27 yards. And the Broncos are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now. Now Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by McManus is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. Good move at the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Isaiah Hodgins, 69 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion. Now a toss coming right side. Hubbard, and he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. That's complete to Mooney. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, second down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. The man downfield is Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Texans! touchdown. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Broncos 22.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Whoa! Super! Go, whoa, go!
Here's Goff. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
To throw is Goff. Got a man open. It's Sutton. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Goff. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 18 more yards there and another first down. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point.
Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Broncos 22.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
22.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. Right, we use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. Flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Whoa.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Obama. Hey, 76.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Crack all 80. Hey, check that. Ready?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,